Hey guys, and welcome back to more Armello. We're gonna be doing the second tutorial mission here, The Rat's Tail. In Mercurio's story, learn to play cards and navigate the perils of Armello. So I originally wasn't gonna do this, but Marcello is probably my favorite character. So at the beginning of the tutorial, they kind of give you a recap of what happened. So the guard's gonna attack. I'll show you one thing. When the game was released, you couldn't actually watch this. And then in a later update, they added it. So you kind of just saw it happen. You sat on the board. I'll show you what it looks like next. So we already saw this. We saw this happen. Thane 1, so he stays on his square and is pushed off. So now when this King's Guard attacks, we have the choice to watch it, or we can just wait out here. So you can still hear what's happening. But you don't have to see it. So you may as well watch them, because you have to wait them out anyway. There's no way to skip. So you can look around the map and plan your moves out, but you cannot skip. So Thane lost, so he is pushed off his square into the forest. We no longer see Thane, because we are a different character. So we do know it's Thane's turn. He has 2 health. And now it is our turn. Hail, Mercurio. Mercurio? I always say it wrong. Our ears within the royal palace hear of secret plans. Thane seems to think much of his abilities. He once hunts for tools of the rot. The king has laid a trap for him, and a bounty will be placed on his head. A bounty which we expect you to claim. Teach him the consequences of meddling with the rot. Then find those tools for yourself. Nat Fennett, the spy master, awaits you within Saltbank. His skills will be of use to you. Good luck. Keep your blade sharp and your tongue sharper. Remember, destroy his letter. Festian. Let's go. Time is money, Mercurio. So we have a pretty full inventory here. So it's telling us we should use some items. So we can play 1 gold for Adventurer's Kit. We can play Disguise. Disguise is actually a really powerful Trickery card, because it gives us stealth until our next turn. So if we're low health or otherwise, it would be very powerful. So Disguise is a Trickery card. These cards contain political plays, agents, traps, ruses, and more. They can really change the game or let you affect the game. So again, we probably wouldn't want to do this first turn. It's not an effective use of money, but they just want to give you an idea of how it works. This is your wits. It determines how many cards you can hold in your hand. This is a wits quest. So wits is an important quest not only for hand size, but for perils, which we will do later, and for quests. But having higher hand sizes are good for a mechanic we will talk about later as well. So just notice wits is an important stat. Journey to Southbank to recruit the spy master. So it might see our characters hard to see, but that's because we are disguised. So we want to avoid the swamp if we can. Wait! I didn't want to stop and rest without knowing where the Thane is lurking. Here, use his gold high ranger. Scout around Dun Castle. That's where he's last seen. So the card they want us to use is Rangers. Grant Scout. First location until the target's next turn. If we actually put our mouse over it, it tells you what Scout does. So Scout reveals hidden objects like quests, stealth creatures, and peril information on scouted tiles. And the neat thing is, each thing will have kind of like a flavor text. How do I get to it? Here. So, no matter snow or swamp, thicket or thistle, hail or heat, a ranger will find you. And it also tells you who did the art. Everyone has an animation and is drawn. So Melissa King did the arts here, and Ty Carey. So it's actually a lot to see in this game. So we want us to scout out this area, and we found Thane. There, Thane's hiding in the wood. Don't worry, come sunrise, the King's Guard will find him. The eagle flag located scouted tiles. Scouting reveals stealth creatures. So the eagles shows those are the characters we searched. So we will end our turn. So we will stay disguised so the other players can't see us. Death to the traitor! So it's daytime, so he's no longer hidden in the forest. You're only hidden in forests at the night. So he does not get his bonus, rather, because it is not night. So he only gets 5 dice rather than 6. Because remember, and they asked a dice for the day. So that he made him lost one from the hair halberd as he gained one himself. Because he's affinity during the day. The settlement of Saltbank is in lockdown by order of the king. We're looking for accomplices. So it's now Thane's turn. He takes an extra axe point to move to the mountain. Because as we know, mountains get extra defense when you're in them. Thane has played a trickery card to the settlement as a peril. A peril is a trap. Enter entire and you'll face its challenge. Fail and you trigger the card's effect. A peril, it's boost fail. What is Thane up to? So it's now Archered. We draw 2 cards. I think you draw to your hand is full. No matter, forget the peril. Thane exposed, let's claim that bounty. This is your prestige. It reflects your renown in the realm. We'll gain prestige in the kingdom by claiming the bounty on Thane's head. I know a few crooks who will be happy to do our dirty work. Kill another character, awards you prestige. Claiming bounty awards you with a bonus 1 prestige and 3 gold. So that will give us a total of 2 prestige and 3 gold. So it can be very powerful to collect bounties. You can play cards to other creatures just like you play disguise to yourself. Play crooks to Thane to kill him and claim the bounty. So it will cost us 2 gold to play this crook card. But Thane will lose a gold. Rather, he'll lose a gold if he can't pay. He'll lose a health point and an action point. So we're kind of banking that he doesn't have any gold. Do we know if he has gold? I guess we can hover over him and see the gold he plays. So that's how important stealth is. If he used stealth, we couldn't do it. The card says, "Oh, you ain't got no gold, you say? Well, about the promise about not hurting ya." So we can play that and kill Thane. So we got the bounty. It shows we played the crook cards, and it allowed us to claim the bounty. Done. That's gold in our pockets and prestige to your name. Now let's deal with the spy master. We'll need to lift the lockdown. Don't attack the king's guard. We'll end up with a bounty too. Instead, let's organize some false orders. That bounty got you some prestige, which will let you contact some serious underworld figures. So not all cards cost gold, some will cost prestige. So you have to be careful. Okay, I'll talk about this later, but remember, I'm going to mention why it's important to have high prestige. Play false orders on the King's Guard on Saltbank. So he moves off. Journey to Saltbank to recruit the Spy Master. Let's move in there. Clanrat Jingle. The city is bustling. You enter the tower and ground slope. There are many faces, but none you've seen before. No Spy Master. So here we don't even get a chance to have a safe bet, but we're going to succeed in it anyway. So it's a wits challenge. We have 5 wits, so it's 50%. And if we succeed, we'll get the Spy Master, which reveals all of Hero's quests, which can be really powerful because you can cut people off. Success! You pick an obscure song, one you'd only know if you were listening for it. It takes a few notes before the Spy Master sits next to you. Information comes at a cost, Mercurio. Recruit your Spy Master. She'll give you the ability to see other players or other heroes' quest locations. So, yeah, useful character to have. So now we know Thane's head to the mountains. This could complicate things. Give some time to speak by context. Rest a while. So, you get no bonus for being in settlements. The only thing really that gives you a bonus is the mountains, unless you count the stealth from the forest. Everything else has no actual thing. So we have other things, but we have no gold to play them, so we just can end our turn. So it's King's turn. Looking at the King's health is important for later on. So just keep track of it. Thing's back to his clan grounds. He's still heading towards Winterhorn Mountains. When a hero dies, their turn ends, they lose 1 prestige and return to their clan grounds. I'm inclined to interfere with his plans, but we can't affect him while he's moving. That's no problem. We'll simply act where we know he'll be. Hire some merchants to line the Fleet Hill footwalls. They'll cut him off from the mountains. So, you can play cards even when it's not your turn. Play Mercy's Peril to Fleetfoot Hills. That's an important thing to know. You can play cards when it's not your turn. So we're going to play Peril. Oop, oh, sorry. Right here. So now, he can't move here, so he has to move into a Peril unless he wants to walk around it. So Perils are interesting. They do certain things unless you can get certain die rolls. There's ways to help you succeed them later on, but he happened to not. Well done, that slowed him down. So, I've heard whispers. I know where we must go. Chasing shadows. The spy master has tracked down the stolen rock tool to the Winterhome Mountains. One of her sources in the city knows those peaks well. So, body challenge. So, here's a strategist card used to help us get to Spruce Vale faster. Strategist is an instant trickery card. This is the card's effect. This is the cost. This is the card's Armello symbol. I'll explain that later. Let's just give you a bit more gold so you can play the strategist. So, they say fortune favors the brave, but in my experience, it favors the calculated. General Warrenhold. So, let us play it. So we got another AP. We can now reach Speech Row without needing to stop and rest. So, before we would have had stop here, but now we have another XP. Remember, you have to face Thane's Peril when we enter Spruce Vale. There's no other option. So, burn calls, roll dice to match symbols. This is a peril that Thane played. You have a chance to avoid it. The peril raid determines the number of symbols you need to match to avoid the card's effect. The dice need to roll to match one of these peril symbols. Heroes use wits to counter the trickery of perils. Your wits determines how many dice you can roll. So we get 6 dice. And since it's nighttime, we get to use our night affinity to roll an extra dice. We also have the adventurer's kit, which gives us a bonus dice against perils. So we have a lot of dice. We just need to get one of each, which, let's see if we did. We did not. So, the thing actually was steal 1 item. So, Thane, stole your adventurer's kit. I had my lunch in that. So Thane gets our adventurer's kit, but it's, I don't know, it's not the end of the world. Claim more than 1 settlement further increases your gold income and provides a gold discount to trickery cards. The city is secure for his effect at night. The conduct's house is across the street, but the King's Guard patrol in front of it. The miner is in mountains, gain a bonus gold and a bonus shield. So if we're in the mountains, we gain 2 bonus shield dice, so it makes us pretty much impervious. Since this is a health challenge, we only have 40%, but since it's a tutorial, I think we are getting 25 correctly. We are. You're a shadow in the moonlight. He doesn't see you sneak by, close enough to touch. The contact, a miner, smiles and lets you in. We have information, now let's plan our next move. So, just end our turn. Lightning strike from the king. By the while, that was a lightning strike spell. Why would the king attack the prince of the wolf clan? Quick, we need to report back. With the king acting so strangely, we must tread very carefully. So yeah, don't get the king idly. Confusion reigns through the land. Heroes slow to stop and plan, but the east goes under the bright sun. A rabbit's quest has now begun. So there we go. We have completed a rat's tail. In the next episode, we will do a rabbit's quest. Thanks, guys. Later.